So true.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Friday edition of the AI We Care Team Nowsite. Little know about everything Nowsite here, there, and everywhere. And we are your co-hosts. It's Mary Bird and myself, Steve Patterson. As you can see for our new t-shirts today, we are the AI We Care Team.
And we care how you market your business.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mary, and she's going to go over some of the multiple weekly announcements and all kinds of things that happened this week. Okay, Mary, off to you, kiddo.
I'm going to throw something in front of that. Christina, you're brand new to our team. Congratulations and welcome. Baz, welcome also. We know this is your first call here with us this morning. You've worked with Steve already. So let me show you some of the things that we both do behind the scenes to make sure that everybody is welcome, everybody's part of this team. Excuse me just a second, I gotta drive over here. Did y'all all come through the AI We Care Team page this morning?
Yes, I did.
Okay. By coming through this, I've moved the Zoom meeting up to the top of the page, but I have also added a bunch of information over here in the June information. So we've got Kim here with Cheryl in Vegas. We have the Houston bunch that posed for a photo. And then we have Mr. Mason who went to the Atlanta meeting. Some of us are doing Nowsite for our own business. Some of us are doing Nowsite as a side hustle. So I'm going to address the side hustle at the beginning, and then I will get into some more meat and potatoes of how you can use the system. Between now and the end of the month, you can actually earn $30 as a cash bonus in addition to your commissions if you have 3 affiliates for your second month to retain commission. You can now grow the business with sales flow and unlimited leads for the $87 a month. We found out yesterday they are going to start everybody next week on purchasing sales flow first, okay? Then adding the unlimited leads for $37.50. Then you can add to that package marketing at $40. So you're all in at $128. Okay, that gives you all 3 aspects of the system, but the first one being sales flow, and we're going to show some of that this morning as well. So if you are getting your leads, you have sales flow. If you're getting unlimited leads, you're also doing both of those plans. That's what's going to happen. Now, if you do not have unlimited leads and you're brand new, you can send an email to lead or go to leads.now.site, and you're going to be able to put your email account in there, and the customer service will add that to your account. The reason why you want to add the unlimited leads right now is because that's in your grace period. If you wait, you will be paying a lot more for leads. For an example of what's coming out next month is $47 for 100 leads, $47 for 100 enhancements. They do not roll over. Whereas this month, you can get unlimited leads if you're brand new for $37.50. Big difference. And you also get unlimited enhancements added to your plan before July 5th. We have 2 holidays. One is a Canadian holiday on June 1st, and then we have the US holiday of July 4th. So those 2 right back to back, they're going to start Infinity 8s into your account. If you already have unlimited leads, you know what that Infinity 8 looks like. And I'm going to show one more thing. Hold on just a second. Let me get there. Does anybody have any questions about that part?
I do, Mary.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay, let me just make sure I grasp it. Right now, if you have unlimited leads, you get the unlimited enhancements free.
Correct.
Okay, but if you are If you don't have unlimited leads, for $37.50, you can get it.
Okay, if you were a customer of Nowsite prior to
May 31st.
May 31st, you cannot get unlimited leads or unlimited prospects anymore. If you're a new customer in June, you're still going to be able to get unlimited leads by the $37.50.
Do you also get the unlimited enhancements free with that?
You get the enhancements. You do not get the personality analysis, which is the DISC program about how to talk to somebody. Those are going to be available in the future, probably less than $1 a piece, but you're not going to want to run that personality.
Aren't the enhancements the personality analysis?
No,
No.
ma'am, the personality is step 2.
Well, what are enhancements then?
Enhancements gives you their geographic information about their financial, their favorite
Their
pets,
interest, their
interest
skills,
and their skills.
financial information.
Well,
housing, all
what's a
that.
personality analysis?
It's a DISC analysis.
It's a what?
A DISC analysis. In other words, it does what their personality type is and offers sales tactics how to sell that personality.
So so right now, if you have a customer that got in June and they don't have the unlimited leads, they can get them still for $37.50, and they get unlimited enhancements free. Is that
Correct.
okay? And signing up a new customer right now through June 30th, I'm just trying to repeat to make sure I understand this. You sign up at SalesFlow first with that link, okay?
Mhm.
And then you add the leads for $37.50, and then you add the marketing?
Yes. And at that point, marketing becomes $40 a month.
So the idea of going in and getting the bundle for $87.50 and then getting the leads is no longer the way.
It's
the way-
not going to work next week. They're going to take away in the back office where you have your, hold on a second, I will show you mine. Okay, so we're all looking at the same thing and we're on the same page. Okay, your affiliate links are found down here in the refer and earn section.
Got that.
So some of you may have already seen back here, you had a link for a free account. They've taken the free account away. They are also going to take networking down next week, so that the only way somebody's going to come through the system is to have sales flow first. And sales flow is this: get a prospect, launch sales flow. And I was doing this as a demo for somebody yesterday in Oklahoma. They were looking specifically for autism. Okay, so I have a school address, I have a phone number, I have their age range. If you view the contact, okay, you're going to be able to see all the information in here. Okay, I have not enhanced this yet. So this is just what the system pulls first. Okay, so I have work education. If I step 1, enhance that contact, okay, some of you may not have 560 to go with in a month. That's going to go to unlimited here shortly. All right, success I've pulled. This is where you click if you want the personality analysis. Okay, so from there, we have her first name, last name, birthday, location. She's in Oklahoma. Thank you. Education management, her phone number, skills, and work history. We did not get a chance to pull back her financial education or financial spending habits on this particular enhancement. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but now, do they get, So talking about next week, do they get enhancements free?
You will get unlimited enhancements if you have the unlimited leads.
Okay. So, all right. Boy, I don't know how they make it so difficult. I really don't.
Okay,
Let me suggest right now, let's go ahead and if you want to get together with me or Mary offline, Susan, we'll go through it with you.
Okay. Thank you.
all right. I'm going to go into sharing one of the things that I don't think Kathy's on the call this morning. We went to an insurance event this last Tuesday, and I had already built her digital business card, and she'd already put it on her phone. Okay. It's great when you build your digital business card, you can put it on your phone. Make sure you add the cell phone number on the list so that they can type it into your phone. So not only do they have your information, you have theirs. To make it easier than going to the web address, down here, I also took in and put 2 QR codes. The one that has the picture of me on the left goes to this page, so they can automatically pull it up on their phone without a lot of hassle. The second one goes to my shopping. You want to know everything I do, and that page is still under development, but you can see everything that I offer from my personal page, whether it's insurance, whether it's health and wellness. Okay, so being allowed to have multiple QR codes that go to your landing page. Now, I also made this so if they're on a phone and they put this on their phone, they can also click either one of them, because behind it, okay, as a fallback, if they can't read the QR code, but they can get it pulled up, they can still click on the QR code and it will take them to that landing page. So using QR codes, just like Steve does on his virtual background, is going to be very handy. That way, during this post-COVID, whatever lockdown they want, you're not handing somebody else your phone, okay? And you don't have to hand them your phone. They see the messages that are coming in. They see that, oh, you got a call, I can't do this. This pulls it up on their phone, and it makes it so much easier to just snap and go. Now, the other thing that you'd like to do, if you have the marketing suite, because if you just have sales flow, you get 2 website pages. One is your digital business card, and then you get one other landing page. If you have the marketing plan, you also have unlimited landing pages, okay? So take advantage of one of the 2 and make it a digital business card. Take your phone, go to, I don't care which, however you get out to the internet, and then save this landing page to your home screen. Okay, so I can just simply click, and the lighting's horrible in here, but I can click and pull it up. Okay. You can then, having the marketing suite, put a return email to them as soon as they give you their information. You've also sent them an email. Okay, so you're in their phone and you've sent them an email. Okay, sending them that email, you can also go back to your sent folder if you've had a busy conference or a busy day meeting people, and you can go back and see who all is on this page. Okay, who's in your list? How do you want to follow back up with them? You may also add another message me, put a special message in and do a text box so that you know what you're following up with them for. That would be in your contacts. Okay. So seeing this on Kathy's face on Tuesday was absolutely priceless. I wish I'd taken a picture of it because I didn't realize she was going to do this so fast.
Hey, Mary,
But she handed it.
Yeah, Mary Nelson's on the call, and he's got a similar story.
Okay. Let's use Nelson.
Nelson, where are you?
I'm here.
Okay, talk about your experience too with your business card using the QR code.
Okay, hold on a second. I got to turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, repeat the question again.
Yeah, share your story with using the digital business card this weekend to get the appointment.
Well, it's very, very impressive. I don't think a lot of people are using it, but typically I just tell people I don't have paper cards anymore. So what I do is I put a QR code on my phone. Anytime they ask me for a business card, I just basically show them that QR code. But on that, and then when my digital card comes up, they're all very, very impressed about it. I mean, I had a restaurant owner that I went to go see, and I gave them, and they go, "Wow, that's pretty impressive." I said, "Yeah, you can add me as a contact, and if you fill out those 3 lines, you get immediate information about what my company does." So they did that, but the best thing about it is that I capture their information right, immediately, and I'm able to market to them.
Thanks, Nelson, for sharing that, because that's a great story. It's a wonderful instrument and a tool to use, Mary.
It is. So if you haven't put your landing page on your phone, I suggest you do it today.
Mhm.
Never too late. It's always right now. So you're on time. Put it on your phone, walk around when somebody asks you what you do, or if you have one of the AI We Care team shirts, or you got leads, that's a great conversation starter. Okay, and I do have, like I said, when we open the call, I do have a couple more hats left that I can send out. So anything that you can attract to yourself, that you can get in front of people, is what you need to do.
And Mary, I understand that we're going to give a little gift today, that you're going to put something in the chat to give them a free app to get QR codes, right?
I'm going to actually put it on the team page so everybody can have it, but I will
Okay.
go pull it up and I'll put it in the chat. So if you want to make your own QR code, just like I did, put my picture in it. You have to log in, so you have to give them an email address and a password, but it did not cost me anything. And I've done several of these QR codes with this particular site. So you can mix and match, you can play the colors, whatever you want to do, that will be there for you. Steve, if you'll take it over from now, I will go get that.
Okay, so we're going to do a little lesson this morning, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to actually do an online ad using geofencing on the platform. So we're going to do a little demo on that this morning for those people, because I know a lot of you are getting ready to do that. So I thought I'd go ahead and share one that's already posted so you can see that this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through how to geofence. Okay, so when you're on there, as you know, you default to your sales flow, get prospect screen always, and then we've gone over this, how to set up your criteria and everything else. And everybody should be doing at least 50 prospects a day. I mean, you can do 50 prospects a day in less than 30 minutes and get them up and start marketing to them. Okay, so what you're going to want to do when you want to do geofencing is you're going to want to go to the little megaphone here and click on here. And when you do, it's going to default to your website page. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go over to these tabs. So you have websites, you have email, if you have SMS, you'll have SMS, social media, and then you'll have ads, domains, and analytics. Now, one of my clients has been nice enough to let me share his geofencing campaign with you all this morning so you can see it. So we're going to go to ads, and he currently runs 2 to 3 geofencing ads a month. Now, he's an insurance agent, primarily a P&C agent, which is property and casualty. So this time of the year, what he's trying to bring people on is basically flood insurance and windstorm. Now, this afternoon, we're actually going to launch a third ad over here, and we're going to be launching a financial advisors ad to do free portfolio reviews and doing things in that. We've done that in the past, and it has been very, very, very effective. Now, when you look at your ads, the nice thing I like about it is right up here, it already has your analytics. So we've been running these 2 ads since the 1st of June. So since the 1st of June, 5,772 people have seen this ad. 38 have clicked through to the website. that this ad is attached to. Over here, this one is a flood insurance ad. Hey, Ray.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we're going over your ads right now, dude. So here's the floods right here. And you can see that we've had 3,980 people click through, and we've had 28 people go to the website here. I'm going to mute you, Ray. Okay, there we go. So you can see that we can see what the analytics are here. So when you want to go ahead and edit an ad or create an ad, you would go here. So now one of the things that has to happen for this to show up is that when you open up this ads initially, there won't be anything here. It will say, go buy an ad. So you have to buy an ad to get started. So when you do that, you go over here. In the case of Ray's site, you go to his RS here, click on here. You would go to plans and pricing right here. You would scroll down, and this is where you buy online ads. And we buy 10,000 views, and here they are right here. So you click how many you want, how many ads you want to buy here.
What?
Once you do that, and you go back here to the ads, you will see set up your ad online here, and it'll be blank like this to get started. So let's go ahead and edit this ad. And this is how you build your ad. Now, you can, what most people do with geofencing ads like me is we build the ads in a program like Canva, or maybe you can do it in an Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, or Adobe Photoshop. You can use any of those programs, whichever one you have, and then you can build the ad because you're going to bring the ad and you're going to import it in as a graphic. And you're going to have to build two sizes. You're going to have to build a square one and a rectangle one. Okay. Why? Because those are the two different universal standard advertising units for websites and then also for social media platforms. So for
Also,
example,
you could, sorry, thought you paused.
okay.
You can also drag and drop pictures in from your photo library. So it's not that you have to learn anything outside of Nowsite. Steve's just showing you on his level of marketing, okay, that you can do it on Canva and then bring the picture in. But you can also search your images and bring those in as well. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, can you share those ad sizes with everyone? Because it is important. I don't have them in front of me, but
It's I don't know, I can't remember what the pixels are because I never do, because I do it in Canva because Canva gives you the default for the
okay.
rectangle and the square ads, so they fit perfectly. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll put that out in a little letter about what sizes they are and the pixels.
It'll
So what
also be
happens,
on the
everyone, when
kids'
you're in any of those tools, right? They ask you what size, right? And you can put it in there, and then that way it doesn't morph or get out of proportion if it's doing an automated adjustment. So everything stays where you want it, right, Steve?
Right. Thanks, Rob. Okay, so then you would go over here and like, so you would click on landscape ad image. And then you would we actually brought this in and then we added it there. And then the same thing with the square. Brought it in, added it there. Then we wanted to go to a specific URL. So this one here, these are all the websites that Ray has. And what we did was we directed it to the hurricane preparedness site. And when you go to the hurricane preparedness site, you actually go ahead and fill out a form for more information and to get an appointment with Ray and his folks at his place. Okay, so next, after you do all that, you save it. Then you want to decide where you want to market to. So this is where the term geofencing comes from. Okay, so we are literally up here, and we've targeted a large area here, and we actually put the location of Ray's office, which is right here in the middle. And as you can see, the shaded area is the area that we're marketing to around there to get those people in that. So anybody who enters this shaded area who is actually used to search terms that we're going to show actually gets this ad populated to their phone, their tablet, or their computer. And it literally goes to literally thousands of websites and the social media platforms anywhere on the Google Display Network. And finally, who do we target? So we targeted people literally from 25 to 65 plus, male and female. The terms we used: flood insurance, homeowners insurance, windstorm insurance, roof repair, hurricane preparedness, window replacement, windstorm certification, WPI, and what else is the last one there? Oh, and
FEMA.
FEMA. And the reason we did it with FEMA is because if you live in the Houston market and you live down where we are, they've redone all the flood zones. And since Ray's my agent, Ray knows that I paid $200 more this year for my flood insurance because I got rezoned, okay, because of Harvey, basically, and doing that. So that's how you target, and you decide here what time of day you want those ads to appear when they're out there.
Steve, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you were selecting the area, there was also a section on there to select a specific location.
Yes.
Is that only one location you can use? You can select, or can you select multiple?
No, just one location per ad.
Okay.
Now you can split an ad and you can put an A/B test, but you can't do it on the platform. You have to actually make an appointment with a nerd to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to save that. Now it's going to come up and it's going to say pending. And the reason that happens is because your ad has to be approved by the Google and social media police before it can start running. Usually takes about 2 days. In our case, it's not going to do that. It's going to keep them active because we didn't make any changes on the
Now,
ad.
the other thing, Steve, if you want to divide an AP 10 into 5,000 apiece, you can just simply send support@now.site an email saying, I want to purchase an AP 10, but I want 2 ads. So you
Yep.
don't have to book an appointment with the nerds. You just have to send it to support.
Okay, thanks, Mary. That makes it easier.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so any questions? I mean, doing geofencing ad on the platform is incredibly efficient. It's a great way to advertise. It drives business. I mean, Ray tracks everything that comes through the door, and he sees where this stuff comes from. And we're driving a lot of business from social media and from geofencing into his place of business.
Steve
website.
mentioned it takes a couple of days. Make sure you go back a couple of days later, 2 to 3 days, because I've set these off in motion and went along with my busy life and they didn't get through approval, or there was a problem and either you or your client don't have ads running. And so it's just a safety thing to pay attention to. I run a lot of these for the brick and mortar clients I have. They're very, very effective, as Steve just demonstrated. They're really inexpensive compared to other types of opportunity to buy these types of geofencing campaigns. So it's great to use, it's great value, but just pay attention that they're up and running and activated.
Yeah,
Man,
and-
that sucks when you look like 10 days later and it didn't run.
Yeah, if it isn't running in 3 days, you need to send a note to support and say, please look at my ads. This is my email address with Nowsite, and they'll find out and check and see what's wrong with it. I had to do that the other day, and we had a hang up because they didn't like the web address in the ad, so I had to take it out. Now, this is really weird because they didn't care if it was in the context. But they didn't want it in the ad. Go figure. I have no idea. And it was Facebook, so enough said on that. So on that part. Okay, so any other
Steve?
questions? Yes, Kathy.
Yeah, hopefully you cannot hear the pounding in the
Oh yeah,
background.
we can hear it, but go ahead.
So do y'all have any data on how effective, what the click-through rate or what the rate is for using the geofencing ad?
I've got everything all over the place. I mean, I've seen click-through rates as high as 25, 30%. I've seen them as low as 2 and 3%. And Rob, what's the industry average? It's only about 5%, isn't it?
It's less than that. In any type of marketing, advertising, especially digital, it just all depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're actually even looking for clicks, right? Like I have clients that have a postal unit inside their gift store, right? And I just run a 5-mile radius to let people know that it's in there, because that drives traffic for the gift side of the business, and they know that they don't have to go to a USPS to do it, right? So to ask that question, it's really hard, and you never promise these things to a client at all. Just say it's 10,000 views. You're going to get them. You're going to get a certain percentage click. If there's offers, right, and different things, that changes everything. So just stay away from commitment in any of this, right?
I think more value in geofencing, especially if you're new on digital, is actually branding your business.
Yep.
Building name recognition.
I have a pet store doing geofencing, and all it does is talk about their free delivery, and it clicks over to their e-commerce site that they have through the pet world. So we don't even know what all that drives at the end of the day, but all I know is the guy just keeps like, this is pretty cool, right? Like, and he can move them around, and there's lots of different opportunities there. But if you have a brick and mortar, this is a tool, because they don't see you in the shopping center with 15 other units side by side. Right. And it's people driving by your store. Right. What more do you want? And look at it as being like sending out some postcards. What's it going to cost to send 10,000 postcards? Right. Like, it's expensive. Right. And these people still get the opportunity to see it, because most postcards don't make it past the garage door. They're in the trash can.
And not only that, these people have, by using the keywords, these people have shown and demonstrated interest in your product or service. So if they're going to shop, that's going to happen. Now we have to understand, on most things in life, and I'll give you an example the other day. So I've been looking at putting a roof rack on my wife's car for a year. So I went to Mazda and I looked at the price they wanted for it, and it was like $600. And I'm going, this thing is aluminum plastic. This is crazy, So finally, I put a thing in my Amazon basket of what I was looking for. So I started getting these, OEM off-brand markets, and still they were pretty expensive, $189, $190. And I would keep on looking at them, almost everything else. Then the other day, Amazon sent me and says, we think you'll be interested in this one. Send it to me. So there was a Mazda dealership in North Carolina that was having a closeout, and they were retailing them for $66. Guess what I did?
Buy now.
Right. And that was a year. I knew it was there. I just wasn't ready. And that's why consistent, repetitive marketing is so key. Repetition breeds recognition. It also rings the cash register eventually. It's building that awareness and your brand in doing that.
Now, for me, for my insurance business, for ACA, 3 years ago, and I still use it every open enrollment, but for 3 years ago, I could not get out of my house. I had migraine surgery that year, so I wasn't finding new clients. I had the deadline for people to have the ACA plan working in my favor for my ad. So it all depends on if your business has a deadline like that for health insurance or for something else, taxes. That's going to drive more people to your landing site, because it's going to come up as a deadline. So you both have a national deadline and you're offering your services at the same time. That's a perfect match.
And when you marry it together and you do geofencing with a drip email campaign, along with your social media posting, you're going out on multi-channels. And then especially if you decide my market's going to be a 20-mile radius of my business. And if you point everything into that, you're going to own that space. Not only that, by constantly doing things at least 3 days a week, posting and doing things like that, it's going to elevate your SEO, and it's going to take your pages that you've built and move them forward in the top 2 or 3 or 4 pages. So you're going to get more views that way as well, organically, in doing it. So that's why the keywords and keyword phrases are so important when we're setting up our websites, and then going in there every once in a while and just, if you got a new audience that you're looking for, go ahead and change some keywords and do things on that.
I just put over in the chat feature best-hashtags.com. That is something that is hooked to the LinkedIn system that's going to tell you what is hot right now in any topic. So you're going to have an ability to copy all of that and paste it into LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm going to share one more time and I'll go to that page.
Yeah, these are the top 10. Now, the things about hashtags, what people don't really understand is when you actually put a hashtag in a post, it actually directs it to any group that's associated with that hashtag or anybody who's following it. So it literally is free advertising when you use hashtags, especially on LinkedIn.
So somebody just give me a topic.
Business coaching.
There's about 50 million people on LinkedIn with that one.
Here is your best hashtag, and here is your second best copy of hashtags. So all you have to do is hit the copy button. And let's say you're going to go to LinkedIn. Let me sign in. Repopulate, please. Thank you. And you're going to go to your post, create a post. Now you can do this through the marketing suite if you have that as well. And all you have to do is paste. Now you have all of those hashtags to your message. You can type your message above it. You can put a picture in it, whatever you want to do. Now people don't search people. People search hashtags. Okay. It doesn't matter if you post 3 or 4 times a day using the best hashtags of the moment. Okay. You're not going to be stacked one on top of each other. You may be 10 pages away from what you posted this morning when you post this afternoon. Nobody's going to sit and scroll and go through and see how many times somebody's there. They're looking for the article or the topic you're talking about. You become an influencer. Okay. I'm not going to post that one. I'm going to discard it, and then I'm going to stop sharing. So you see how you can tie in the social media aspect of it. You don't even necessarily, if you don't have marketing, you could still go post an article or post an image to LinkedIn, post it with the link with the hashtags in it. Okay. Yes, Steve and I both have the full platform, which brings me to the next question I have in the chat. Does anybody else have questions about the hashtag before I move further? Okay. I've been asked in the chat.
Mary, I have one. Where do you put that? If you want to not do paste like that, but you want to use it in your post, where do you put the hashtag? In the front of what you write or after?
Bottom.
Okay.
As long as it's in the post, that's how it's going to get distributed out.
Okay.
But I'd rather do it after my message, so they're not reading where all I'm posting. Okay. All right, so the question is from Juan, and the question is this: what do we have in all of our packages? Okay, so I'm going to try and start from the top and go down. Now, some people in this call have had networking. Okay, networking allows you to have your contact lists. Okay, so I'm differing about the different plans. Okay, networking was sold on an annual basis to some people. Some it's a monthly, and that's fine. Networking allows you to have the contact list to get into your contacts. Sales flow allows you to find people and uniquely message them. Sales flow works hand in hand with unlimited leads. Marketing is your suite where you can buy ads, send emails, do landing pages, SMS if you've added that to your plan. That's in the marketing suite. So yes, we are going through a name change from networking to sales flow. Okay. You need both pieces, in my opinion, the unlimited leads and the sales flow to make it work. You need the marketing piece because you want to do landing pages, email campaigns, SMS text marketing, and that such. So those are the three plans available in Nowsite, starting with sales flow. Does that help answer and clarify our clear direction going forward?
I have a question. You talk about marketing suite. Is that included inside the networking that I pay annually?
One, we can talk later after this call because I need to
Okay.
look at your account to see what you've paid for annually. But moving forward, starting July 1st, everybody's going to come into sales flow, have the option to buy unlimited leads, or they can buy them one by one. There was an email that I put out last night that if you want 100 prospects, it's $47 a month. There is no rollovers. If you want to get the first advanced enhancement on those 100, it's also $47 moving forward. Okay, so you're spending two 47s to get what you can get today for unlimited at $37.50. Okay, we're simplifying. They are simplifying this path.
So
Yeah.
what's the package? So what's the package gonna be at July 1st? That's what we all need to be concentrating on, because that's where we're going forward. What are we gonna be able to do?
It's $127 for everything.
With no unlimited leads, though.
No, that does include unlimited leads. That includes
Does?
sales flow. It includes the unlimited leads and unlimited enhancements. And it also includes the $40 for marketing. So
that's-
$47.50, $37.50, and $40.
Okay.
Frank, it's the whole kit and caboodle.
Is that paid monthly? Sorry, is
That's
that paid
monthly.
monthly?
That's monthly.
Okay.
That is a monthly price.
127. I added these numbers up to 125. So
No,
it's
they
120.
they actually reduced the cost of marketing to 40. It was at
Okay.
47.
So what the numbers you put on your email is what, $47.50, $37.50, and $40.
Okay,
which
I'm
is-
sorry. It's $49.50 for sales flow. It's $37.50 for unlimited leads and enhancements, and it's $40 for marketing.
That's 127, then, okay?
127.
All right, so
Sales-
that's a complete package, and we don't need to mention anything else. We don't need to break it down, sell. the
There
whole
you
package.
go. That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Don't take these people into the weeds.
And what
Right,
is it,
start-
and what is it now until June? What's the
If you-
total now?
It's
27.
127.
What is?
127.
You're making
I would
this way
say,
too difficult. It's
It's the same.
making it way too
you
difficult.
know,
You sign
Right.
someone up, you tell them it's 127 bucks. If you don't talk about it, they don't know about it. This
Right.
is what you get. You get all three of these things. You
There
need
you-
all
there you
three of
go.
these things to complete. That's the end of the story. If you don't have
Amen, Rob.
$127 to invest in your business, then good luck. Move on.
Okay,
Right.
so let me just clarify one thing here because I've done this hundreds of times, okay? If you just go in and lead with just sales flow and you tell them, okay, it's only going to be X amount of dollars, like $49.50. However, you're going to, then you say, well, if you want unlimited leads, then it's not, another $37.50. By the way, and 2 weeks later, oh, by the way, I should have told you about networking because this all ties together.
Marketing.
Marketing, if this all ties together and you really need to have it all. Well, that's nickel and diming. Just sell it.
Right, exactly. Sell the package. If they can't do that, they don't need, I'm like Rob, if they can't do that, they don't need, and if they're gonna build a business, 127.50 or 127 months is a small investment to build a business.
But it's
Now-
the same now that it will be in July.
Yes.
Right.
The only difference between this month and July 1st is every customer you sign up, you get a $30 bonus.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
if you're gonna
That's what
sign
I got.
somebody up this month, number one, it'll help your commission this month because it's still this month. And number two, you get a $30 bonus in PayPal
Okay. All
the
right,
day
well,
after
good.
they sign up.
I gotta go to the doctor. I'll see y'all. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Hey, Frank, you
Thanks,
too.
Frank.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so
we got about 9 minutes left here.
I got one more thing to say on that, okay? So when you're signing somebody up, you're going to use your sales flow link. You're going to use a promo code called LEADS,
Yeah.
LEADS, okay? And then you're going to go into their account with them and add marketing in the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So go to plans and pricing and add marketing and then upgrade your account from there.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay.
as always, this recording will be on the AI We Care Team.now.site resource page. It will probably be up there either later this afternoon or by Saturday morning. And you can always go back to those recordings and refer to everything we talked about today. And you can go up there. It's also on our YouTube channel, which is the AI We Care Team YouTube channel. And you can go there and see those videos as well up on that area. So, we're here to help you. We care, as Mary said. What's our tagline, Mary?
We care about how you market your business.
And as you know, we also have, Mary will also have a Calendly link up on the resource page. And if you're really scrunched for time and I don't have an opening, please go ahead and book with Mary. And do that, and vice versa with me as well. And we'll get your little problems situated and work with you guys to get things fixed and do different things. For the new people, as always, as you know, Mary and I are available to actually, if you want to bring somebody on, you want to become an affiliate marketer, we will actually do the demos for you so you understand it and can learn how to do it yourself. So anybody you want to bring on, just go on our calendar link. Mine has one that says 45 minutes, Nowsite training or demo. Click on that link. It'll set 45 minutes aside because that's about what we need to do one for you. And Mary has a similar thing set up on her site as well and doing that. With that, if anybody has any questions at all, if not, the only thing I will tell you is down, if you go into the chat, and there's 3 little buttons down in the bottom right-hand corner. You can actually go down there and you can save the chat and save the links and information that's in the chat if you want to save that as well. When you do that, I know it does on Windows, it will go automatically create, if there isn't already a Zoom file in your documents, it will create it and it will place the chat there so you can actually go back and review it later. Mary, anything else?
We have a couple in the chat. They changed me to 129.50. Kim, we'll have to look at that on your account. Carl Hill, as far as an annual plan, they're offering annual sales flow But they have not added the other two pieces of the unlimited leads, unlimited prospects, or marketing on an annual basis yet. They're thinking about it, but that's not done yet. So you can pay $444 annually for sales flow, and then you're going to still be billed the two plans together, the $37.50 and the $40 for marketing. Okay, as those come up for renewal, I've got that on my list to ask Justin this afternoon, how they're going to handle that. But everything's on auto renew bill. So if you're coming up that quick, let me know today.
And again, you can always go to aiwecareteam.now.site resource page and find everything this, as well as past recordings of the last couple of months. We keep about 2 to 3 months on the website back for referral, and then we archive them on the YouTube channel. So they'll always be up on the YouTube channel.
Hey, Steve and Mary, congratulations. You guys, the We Care team had a really good footprint across these meetings, which is valuable to all of us because, well, the leadership already knows Mary and Steve pretty well anyways, but like to see this group and to have almost 20 people on here today, it's really cool. Congratulations to all your hard work.
Well, Rob, before we go off, just a side note, Monday when I'm in Denver,
Yeah,
Patrick booked the whole day.
he booked the whole day on the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. I have
Hey,
one
Mary,
other-
can you reach out after?
Yes, I will. If you are a commission earning affiliate with Nowsite, the fund mandatory meeting was yesterday. This morning, the Google Doc and the recording both came out. Please watch and fill in the Google Doc.
Yeah, you also received a forward on that document from me to the group, most of you. And if you're still having problems filling it out, you know where to reach us. We'll help it with you. And then for those of us, those guys who didn't have time to watch it, well, we won't tell anybody, but we'll share the code words.
We'll stop the recording and then we can do that.
Did you send the code word?